But I have my whole family here. So my mum, my dad, overlooking my family. I have a lot. I have a compass. So the compass is the Pirates of the Caribbean Jack Sparrow compass. Because I love Johnny Depp, and I love those films. But two, because like that compass it's not like north or south. It takes you to whatever you want most at that particular time, you know. And for me, I kind of feel that is what my life is. I kind of go with what I want to do and what I want to achieve and how to be successful, and you know, it's never necessarily about, you know, right or wrong or what is good or what I should do. It's always been on what I want most, and that's why my life has always been what it's been, like a traveler's life and following the football, because that is ultimately what I've always wanted. And I think this one goes with it, you know, like not all those who wander are lost, but it very much goes with the same thing as the compass, you know. Like I do travel all the time, and sometimes it gets hard and you're on your own and, you know, you miss your family, but you know, I never feel like I'm lost. I always know that there's a purpose to what I'm doing. My actual first experience of a soccer camp was a Meaham one. I was 7, and I only went because my sister wanted to go, and she didn't want to go on her own, so my mum kind of made me go, you know, with my sister. I fell in love, you know. I truly did just fall in love with the game, and just went from there really. Ever since that moment, then it was always just football for me. My mum says and my dad say that there came a point where they knew. And my brother says that he always knew, but I actually didn't. But what I knew was that it was something that I really wanted, and so I just had to find my path, you know. And it wasn't going to be an easy one because there was no path back then, you know. It wasn't like it is here, back home, and it certainly wasn't like that now. And there was no path. I kind of just had to find my own and make my own, and I did, and you know, it wasn't easy, but the things that you really want never actually tend to be that easy. My main inspiration was my mum, and I know that's quite cliche, but you know, I kind of look back and see how she did what she did with all of us, and we've all grown up into what I would like to think of good people. You know, she kind of brought us up the right way, have right morals, and you know, things like that. And I always tried to just be a good person, and that came from her, you know. And I think that's one of the most important things that there is in life is to be a good person. Yeah, I started my career in Holland, loved it. Best decision I think I've ever made. I relearned the game in Holland, you know. I had played in England and had learned the game by myself really, just by watching and watching the Premier League and, you know, speaking to my brothers. I just had to learn the game myself because, you know, the league in England at that point was terrible. So then I moved to Holland and just had to rip my game to shreds and just have a blank piece of paper and start again. And I stayed there for 3 years, and then I felt that I'd learned a lot and could go somewhere else, but I truly loved my time in Holland. What it did make me realize I could go anywhere and I would be okay. You know, you always think, you know, I can't do this. And the hardest thing in the world is to to feel like you can't do something but keep doing it. It's one of the most difficult feelings that you have to try and deal with yourself, that you're just like, I can't do this. But you just, every day you've just got to get up and you've got to keep trying. But yeah, that definitely made me feel that I could do whatever I wanted to do, So I overcame all that, really.
First of all, how did the move to Seattle come about?
Basically, I just had a email and a phone call from Laura Harvey, who's obviously the manager at Seattle. Yeah, to be honest, I had just done a guest stint in Australia, and I was supposed to go back to England and play. And then we're just chatting, and then I just had to refresh my emails. Harvey, do you want to come and play for the Reign? I didn't even think. I started laughing out loud. My friends were like, no way. I was like, oh, I'm done. I was like, I'll see you later. Just literally messaged Harvey back and was like, yeah. You're just starting off. You walk in there and the whole training kit is out and it's hung up for you, and you're just like, yeah, this is it now. This is it. This is where we work, and this is where we try and achieve what we want to achieve. It's just, it's a surreal moment, but one of the best moments for sure. It was a toss-up between being absolutely amazing and absolutely brutal.
Rolling dangerous, nearly near the top of the 18, taking touch after touch as Lauren Cheney feeds a smart ball over to Erica Timrak, and a ball in, and that's a very, very rare miscue from Hope Solo.
And those were the kind of things that you had to deal with yourself on a daily basis, was just the harsh reality of what you were going through. Doubting yourself, asking questions of yourself that you've never, ever, ever asked, But I will say that as much as it was a trying time, and it really, really was, I still stand by the fact that between 18 yard and 18 yards, we played some of the best football we've even played over the last 4 years. And I stand by that, and the girls that are here, we say that too. Sometimes, when we play bad, and obviously we're struggling a little bit now, we're like, we played some unbelievable stuff that first season. We just couldn't score a goal. And I think that is what always got us through ultimately what was an extremely testing, mentally draining, mentally challenging year. But equally what it gave us as a club is a huge starting point. And although it wasn't a successful year, I think it became a successful period for them, what it then made us become.
Good afternoon and welcome to Seattle and Memorial Stadium, home of the Seattle Reign, for this National Women's Soccer League season opener for both the Reign and the Western New York Flash. Little ball. Go! Oh, what a ball! What a goal! Jess Fishlock, ball played in the box, first time side of the foot to the back post. Goal, Reign! Little's onside. Looking back post. He got her! Goal for Seattle Reign! Jeff Fishlock at the 91-minute mark.
From Jordan Field in Boston, it's time for NWSL Soccer. It's the Boston Breakers home opener as they play host to Seattle Reign FC.
Almost a very similar game to last week when Boston was in Washington.
Oh, Jessica Fishlock is down and injured.
I've not had a very good 2016. So it's not been a hugely successful year for me with regards to that. But in saying that, like, my rehab has been good. I'm still figuring out my body right now, and so what I've been trying to do is obviously be here and play for the Reign, but also do the training that was necessary, you know. So I've been juggling that to get me back to match fitness and my level, and I genuinely believe that I'm there or thereabouts right now, which I'm really excited for, you know, because it's going to be a really important part of the season, really. The next couple of weeks, and then end of August, September. You know, I believe that come these games now, I will be back to my best, and I'm excited for that. You know, there's nothing worse than trying and knowing that you're still a 1% or a 2% not there. And you know, so yeah, I feel good. Honestly, I do. I've enjoyed my rehab. I've enjoyed what we're doing here and how we're working, and I've enjoyed the challenge a little bit of how we get from where we are to where we want to get to. You know. I'm quite fiery. I understand that. My teammates understand that. And I just think it just links in, you know, like the Welsh flag as a dragon, and we're extremely passionate people. You know, everything that the kind of dragon whole thing represents too, you know, they're very, very protective animals too, you know, and I think that's what we are too, you know. I love this club, I love these girls, you know, and I will protect them too. Like, we're family, like there's no other way to say it, and we're just brought up that way, you know. We're just hard, passionate, friendly people, you know. But we do have we have fire, but it's, you know, it's just who we are really. There's no, you know, I'm not going to change it. I love it, so it's just it.